to his backside pocket where he keeps 100 bills. There'll be some fancy counting in the county auction tills. Yes, on the county auction tills.
There'll be fitting styles and fillies, their faces still in stone. Every move's another dollar, they won't smile till they get home.
No, they won't smile till they get home. Johnny Johnson sitting with his wife and boy and babe. Mrs. is bouncing happy with the family they've made. Grandma holds the bottle, Grandpa bids on fours. He gives his name, winks at his son, and turns around for more. Yes, then he turns around for more. Daisy goats and ponies, shepherds, steers and bulls, elephants, reporting bears, dogs and lions roar. Robin saw the circus when it came to large town. He totally an acrobat or possibly a clown. Or possibly a clown. And while his dad is nodding at the silver microphone, the kid may get a pony that will be his very own. Yes, that will be his very own. So, Mr. Merrill! Mr. Merrill!
Yep.
Oh, hi. I'm Miles Potter.
Uh-huh.
I'm from Toronto.
Uh-huh.
We're up here, you see, because we're doing this play about farming.
Oh.
And we thought that as part of it, we could go around to the different farmers and see if they could be of some use.
Uh-huh.
Could I be of some use?
Sure. Those bales need stacking over there.
Sure.
Generally we carry those by the twine.
What?
The string.
Oh, that sure makes it a lot easier, Mr. Merrill. I bet you know lots of tricks like that. Sure must be great being a farmer.
Oh.
I mean, you get up early in the morning, and you get your hands in that good honest dirt. What time do you get up in the morning, Mr. Merrill?
Oh, 6. Sometimes earlier.
6, eh?
I think we'll go in for supper now.
Oh, if there's anything you want me to do, like plant some corn or dig some posts?
No, it's all right. We'll go have our supper first.
Oh, you mean like those organic vegetables that you grow in your garden? Far out.
Well, we eat where we scratch.
What?
These are the two concession lines where we got to know most of the farmers this summer. This is the 16th line running down to Highway 8. And this is the Maitland line, which goes down to the crossroads right over there. The farmhouse we stayed at is right here. It was about 120 years old and was given to us for the summer by a farmer named Ray Bird. Now, he lived over here on Highway 8, and he farmed the land.
Well, you know, the way it used to be. I'd be sitting around in the wintertime when my conscience and my wife would prod me to get to work. So I would. Oh, but now it's just the opposite. I'll be riding along on my tractor, and my conscience will prod me to stop. So I'll get down and sit under a tree. Look at the sky. Think. Can you catch? Oh, can you catch? Here. Thanks. Hi, my name's Steve Law, and I was just out in the field picking milkweed so my dad can combine it. Well, he only told us to do an hour, so that's all we did. When I grew up, I want to be a hockey player. Well, I don't think I'd be a farmer. Well, maybe
it was the last thing I could do.
Now you get out of those roses. Well, it's not the best time of year for roses, but we don't want them squash. I'm Alma Law. I live here next door to my son Bill. My husband's dead now. I built this rock garden myself. Oh, this hill was just a mess when I got here. But I put in the rock and the little pond there. Don't like the frogs to come around. But they do. It hasn't been very good this year, though. There's been a lot of rain, and, well, I'm not as young as I was. Now, you see this yucca tree over here? It only has one bloom this year. It usually has 3 or 4. Well, you'll have to excuse me. I have to go in and do my dishes. My grandchildren are coming over, and I have to... Oh, hi! Come on in. I know we're not busy. We saw the light out over there, knew you were there, but didn't go over. You know, we didn't know what to expect. You must be Jen. Look who's here, Ross.
Hi, I'm Ross Fagan. Guess you've already met my wife Betty, eh?
Excuse my hair, I've been out in the barn.
Aw, that's okay, Betty. Hey, bet you can't guess what this is. Nah, you're wrong. It's the first span of the new bridge I'm building. Well, my new fish pond. It's gonna be 120 feet long and 16 feet deep. Now you're gonna fill it full of speckled trout.
We're gonna make a lot of money, aren't we, Ross?
We sure are, Betty. By those Yankee tourists, they'll pay 60 cents an inch just to pull them out of the water.
Say, would you like a coffee and a tomato sandwich?
Sure. Hey, if there's one thing my wife Betty can do besides take care of the pigs, bake bread. Come on in.
My name is William Roiger. I live on the 16th line across from the abandoned schoolhouse. My boys have all left home now. My youngest is out west, I think. I haven't heard from him in a long time. My wife died last year, so my 11-year-old daughter's looking after the house now. Oh, I have 50 acres I might sell for $20,000 if I can get an offer like that. But you know, with the price my piglets are getting this year, I don't care whether I sell the farm or not.
Crop insurance? Oh, that'd take all the challenge out of farming.
Hi, I'm Rebels, and this is my father, Harry.
How'd you do? We live at the bend of the 16th and the Maitland. We're building a new saw barn. My boy Herb, he took a welding course down in London last year, and we're doing most of the work ourselves. Should have room for 40 or 50 gallons, eh, Herb? Improvement? Oh, I don't know about more improvement. I don't think so. What do you think, Herb?
Wendy Bird. Oh, I hate the farm. What does it do around here? Clinton's a real greaser town. I'm going to university in the fall. I'd like to become a social worker. I don't think I'll come back here after I graduate. I'd like to go out west, maybe to Winnipeg to work. Oh, those kids today. Why, they just don't know what they want to do. Take my son, for instance. He's 21 years old, and now he's decided that he's going back to school to get his grade 13. Well, his girlfriend talked him into that. Oh, now he says she didn't, but I know she did. It's always the woman. But don't tell him I said so, eh? Oh, I used to work. I used to work for Schaefer Penn with Betty Fagan down the road. But, oh, I got sick and had to have an operation, and then we went on strike. I just never went back. And I'm glad, because now I can do things when I want to do them.
Facts? So, you want to know some facts about farming? Well, I'll tell you some facts about farming. Name's Thompson, Robin Thompson. I'm the township council clerk and the second most successful farmer in this area. Now, the fact is, the farmer lives poor and dies rich. Most of the time, he doesn't have a dime in his pocket. Looks like a welfare bum. Then he dies and he's worth $50, $100, $150, sometimes $200,000. And I can cite 2 examples of that, one for one, up and down the line. That's a fact.
Stars.
Now onto your partner. Now corners and grays. Now walk join hands and circle left. Circle left will round the ring. Round the ring will bring wing thing. All the way there and all the way back.
Oh, hey. I must have lost 10 pounds in that much.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy some peppers from him.
Come over sometime.
Herb, get away from that bar.
I'll give you a call tomorrow, okay?
Janie, are you coming? It's after midnight. Stop.
That's pathetic.
I'll hold that door for you.
Susan, is you still up? Yeah, watching the lake movie.
I'll get to bed as soon as the show's over. Well, there was no stopping you tonight. You must have danced every dance.
But I shouldn't say. Move over, you love.
I was just trying to get warm.
When Mervyn sang tenor in the old church choir, there came an eager lady that would hear him inspire to sing in parts the best that could be. Soon he learned to sing to her, "Marry me, marry me." Well, then it started growing that old love tree. Donna, Bruce, Murray, Hugo, Jenny, they all grew straight and tall and strong, and all settled down around Clinton town, around Clinton town.
Lots and lots, ready on the job lots, all along the Maitland and the 16th line. If you go a driving there anytime, looking out your window, you will see that ever-spreading farming love dynasty.
As part of the preparation for this play, we wanted to go around to some of the different farmers and see if we could help with the work. So one afternoon, me and another fellow had the opportunity to help Mr. Mervyn log with his haying. Well, when we got there, they had this big, old-fashioned wagon pulled up outside the barn. That was loaded up with bales. Next to it, they had this metal chute thing, which I found out was called the outside loader. And that went up to the top of the barn to what they called the mound. Now, Mr. Log climbed off of the wagon, and he picked up this plug-in socket thing, and he plugged it in. And then all of a sudden, the loader started chugging away. Then he climbed back up onto the wagon. He picked up a bale, carried it over, set it down on the edge of that wagon. Now, I looked at the wagon. I looked at the loader, put two and two together. So I went over, picked up the bale, carried it over, and set it down on the loader. Look out! Fell off. Well, I picked it up again. Set it down on the loader and pushed it down. And up it went. Oh yeah, another one. Well, it's right about this time that I discovered something. You see, I wasn't dressed for this kind of work. All I had on were these shorts. The only way I could get the bales up onto the loader was by pushing them along with my leg. It's getting kind of sore. Well, it was a pretty hot day, about 85 degrees. We were working along at what I figured was a pretty good pace. Well, finally, after what seemed like an awfully long time in the hot sun, we got that load off the wagon, onto the loader, and up into the mound. Well, it was right about this time that a bunch of the fellows working up in the mow had to go out in the fields to make up another load. And they thought I probably ought to go up there and help, which was okay by me because any job was better than the one I was doing, right? Well, I climbed onto the loader, which they turned off, and up into hot, and the floor was just the bales that had been piled up until that time. Well, I didn't know what to do, so they said they'd show me. First bale came up, and Tom, the fellow who worked there, picked up the bale, carried it over, set it down. Next bale came up, the fellow I'd come there with, picked up the next bale, carried it over, set it down. Oh, my turn. Well, I grabbed the bale. Broke. Grabbed the next one. Carried it over. Set it down. Oh, my turn again? Well, I went back. But right about this time, I discovered another thing they have up in these mouths. They've got holes. They've got lots of holes. Well, I picked myself up. Picked up the bale. Carried it over. Tripping over the baling twine and falling in the holes. I was a mess. Well, then they took pity on me. They said, you can be the feeder. I didn't know what that was either, so they said, that's okay. This feeder's just the guy who stands there. When the bale comes up, he picks it up and he heaves it into the corner. Okay, so I went up. First bale came up, picked it up and heaved it into the corner. Well, not as far into the corner as the other fellows, but I was working on it. Well, right away I discovered a few disadvantages about this job. You see, instead of handling every second or third bale, I had to handle every bale. And the only way I could get any distance on these bales was by pushing them along with my leg, which was getting kind of cut up and sore. Well, it was about 135 degrees up in the mouth and rising, and the baling twine was beginning to cut blisters in my hands the size of balloons and itchy. Well, finally, after what seemed like eternity, there it was, the last bale. Oh, well, I went down, stood in the entrance of the mouth, let the cool breeze blow over my body and dry the sweat and the blood. And I looked down. They were bringing up another wagon. He gets off, plugs her in down below. First bale starts coming up. This time, I wasn't even the feeder. Every man for himself. Well, I picked up the bale, carried it over, set it down, went back, got the next one, carried it over, set it down. By this time, every bone and muscle in my body was aching and screaming, go home, go home. But I said, no, no, by God, I ain't no quitter. I'm going to see this through to the bitter end. Finally, I just said, to hell with it. I'm going to start rolling them. I never tried to roll a square bale. Well, I rolled it over. I rolled it over. Went back, got the next one, rolled it over. Finally, up it came. The last bale of the day. Come on, you son of a bitch! Now I ask you, why? Why would any person in their right mind choose, for the better part of their lives, twice a year, to go through this total and utter hell? I didn't understand it then, and I don't understand it now.
You know, if you get that thing fixed, you wouldn't have to carry it out here every time. I was take an aspirin. Well, I feel better now, but I've decided to take it easy today. I'm going to stay right here in this house and maybe do a little housework. If there's one thing you've got to have on a farm, it's your health. Why, if you're not healthy, you're no good to anyone. Just look at it. I'll give you an idea of just what I did yesterday. I got up at 5:30 and collected my eggs. You see, I have 500 new pullets, a year-old chickens, and I'm the only one to collect the eggs.
Marion, I have to go into the dealers. I'll be back about 1:30, so if you can... I said I have to go into the dealers for shear pits, so if you could have dinner ready.
But I took you in yesterday.
Well, I know, but the shear off and tough. Hey, we'll need you out on the tractor about
No, I'm not going out of this house today. I need a rest.
Well, you're the only one left.
Well,
See you on the
maybe Jane
tractor.
could help you. That girl never does a thing around here. Maybe Jane could. Must remember to speak to Jane. Well, then I made breakfast as usual. But I didn't have time to do the dishes because I had to take the boys to their hockey practice. Well, then I was going to do my grocery shopping. You know, kill two birds with one stone. But wouldn't you know it? I forgot the list.
You wash this, please. I'm going to the dance tonight.
Jane, your father wants you on the tractor at 3 o'clock. Don't talk to me like that, young lady, or you'll get no... Excuse me while I put this washing in. Well, then I had to go back and get some cheese, and by the time I got back at 11:30, the eggs were all over the place.
Mom, this isn't garbage.
I put it out 3 times. Could you answer the door, please? I thought that you were going with Jane tonight. The pullets, you see, they don't know how to lay in their nests yet. And then I had to go and pick up the boys. Hello? Oh, hello, Elizabeth.
Feed man. Could you sign here, man?
You're new around here,
No,
aren't
I'm
you?
sorry. My husband's out in the barn. I've come for my eggs. I only 3 dozen this morning. I can't pick up the boys. Excuse me, have my eggs.
My finger hurts.
Mary, fine. For you,
What's for dinner?
Oh, when Teacher Woman came to Clinton Town, Maisie, she was looking up and down for a man she could not would care for her. She found him in the kitchen with a can opener.
he was fat and greasy, drank like a fish, he could look up a storm.
He was a dish, but a year full born into how it's supposed to do those dishes and be quiet as a mouse. Well, I never minded doing the washing. Not since I got my new Maytag. Front loader. I just stuck the clothes in here like this, close the door, and give it a good kick. But now it's out of order. You'd think after 4 weeks my husband would get the hint. Of course, he can't take it into town because it costs too much money. So what do? I stand here and hold it through a cycle. Some automatic, some husband. And so they got married in a farm they bought. They were inherited and never gave a thought as to which one of them would do the farm work. Who'd be happy in the kitchen?
Old fat Hanky sat right back, gave her 10 kids and the auto went back. Maisie kept house and he thought it no harm, 'cause she raised the kids and she ran the farm.
Yeah, did you see her? She was the one Bert was telling us about last week. Oh, I don't know, Janet or something. I tell you, she gets you out of that dance floor and she shoves those tubes right through to your shoulder blades. I'm gonna go and see if I can take her home. She's a sure thing.
Well, the day came around her son's birthday. She has no money for a cake to pay. Now about this Maisie got to thinking. Hank's in his kitchen, beer drinking. Friday night she got him to take her to the auction in Clinton to buy cake maker. Maisie was cool and Matt was out, and she sold Hank for $10 flat. My husband's out in the field for 10, 12, maybe 16 hours a day. Oh, sure, it keeps me in good condition. But he's tired when he gets home. Not as if I don't have enough to do with the house and the kids and all. Yeah, I miss him. Well, she had her cake. She had her man. She had 10 kids and a frying pan. Now old Maisie, she's 84. But she ain't looking for a man no more.
Now think about a man in his tractor. They's got his spend so much time on it. If I got $1 for every hour I spent on this thing, I wouldn't have to be on this thing. It's like my friend Bill Lobb used to say, sometimes a man gets to take better care of his tractor than he does his wife. But you know, depending on what you're cropping, you may have to go over the same area 5, 6, 7 times in one season. And that can get pretty boring. But you can't let the boredom get to you. You gotta be awake, you gotta be alert, and you gotta be watching. Say you're scuffling beans, for example. Now you gotta be watching behind you to make sure you're not tearing out those rows of beans that you've already planted. And you gotta be listening to your motor to make sure that it's not lugging. And there's always a big danger involved. I don't know one guy along this line that hasn't tipped his tractor or come pretty near to it. Now you see this bugger hill I got right over there? Well, every time I come up to it I think, this could be it. You see, it's a steep hill, a loose earth, and a heavy tractor. I could just tip over and come crashing down. But you can't think about things like that. It's all part of being a farmer. It's all part of being a tractor.
Oh, you've probably seen our bus around Clinton. It's a great big London double-decker bus with Jesus equals peace written on the top deck.
Jesus equals peace.
We'd like to welcome all of you here tonight. We are so happy that our new drive-in church is drawing more and more people to an awareness of God.
Well, we had a bunch from London to Halifax, and then Bruce and I, and the Jellings, and another couple, Bob and Carol Stevenson, went out to Halifax and picked it up. We really felt that God was with us throughout the entire journey.
There are just 3 steps to salvation. The first step is to recognize that you are a sinner.
So we got into Halifax, and we picked up the bus, and then we discovered you needed some special permit to buy diesel fuel. Well, at the very first gas station we went into, the attendant thought we were one of those tourist buses from around Halifax, so we just filled up our tank.
The second step is to recognize that you cannot save yourself. Until you can accept that, there is no hope of your being saved.
We got out of Halifax, and the bus broke down. The radiator had dried out, and there we were in the middle of nowhere. We didn't know what we were going to do. And then we discovered, on the other side of the bus, just by the road, there was a stream. So we filled up our radiator and continued on our way.
The third step is to believe that Jesus Christ died on the cross, bearing our sins.
Well, the bus only broke down one more time before we got into Ottawa. And that was when the fan belt broke. But it turned out it was a really good thing the fan belt had broken, because if it hadn't, the entire motor would have gone. But we thought about it afterwards, and we realized that God was trying to tell us that the glory belonged to Him. That the glory of bringing the bus into Clinton belonged to God. And since then, we take the bus out on weekends to the beaches of Bayfield and Goderich, and we witness, and we hand out tracts, and last Sunday, we saved 3 people.
Sinners repent and rejoice. Jesus is here today. Jesus come into our hearts today. Jesus is the light. Jesus is here to stay.
I'd like to say how glad I am to see all of you here tonight. For those of you that have come for your first time, I hope that you found something new to take home with you. And for those of you that come every week, I hope this evening has brought you once again close to Jesus.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 1981 International Plowing Match. This year we've added a special attraction. We know you will enjoy it. This is the gargantuan war of the tractors. Yes, you can see them now moving out. Perhaps as they are warming up, we may have an opportunity to speak to these 2 wonderful contestants. Excuse me.
Never sneak up on the International Farmall 656, boy!
Sorry, I wasn't thinking. Tell me, and also the viewing public, how you feel about this upcoming struggle.
Well, today's the day to take the king. We farmalls work 12 months of the year. Too busy to do much loafing. Get a load of this hydraulic lift, will ya?
So you are actually confident that you will beat the champ?
Well, that's right. I know he will. He's been on top too long. Damn, he was dethroned.
Well, it's good to see such confidence in a young tractor. Good luck out there. That was the International Harvester 656 6. And now we may have an opportunity to speak to the longtime champ, the case...
Henry King 770!
Mr. King, I've just been speaking to your opponent, and he feels quite sure of victory. How do you feel about that?
That's all part of the psychological warfare they picked up from the Russians during the Team Canada series. But nothing replaces power, performance, action. My mechanic says I've never been in better shape.
Mr. King, as longtime champ, do you have any words of advice for young tractors on their way to the top?
Well, Howard, the thing about young tractors today is that they just don't know what they want, you know? We give them everything. We give them acoustical padding, free-speed air conditioning, tinted glass, ashtrays. We even sent one little garden tractor on a tour of China. But they just don't want to be tractors.
Great words from a great chap. Good luck out there. Well, you've seen them, you've heard them, and now it's time. It's the moment thousands have been waiting for, a clash of giants. They're moving out to the ends of the rope now. At this end of the rope, weighing in at 2,452 pounds, in the red and cream enamel trunks, the fire! And at this end of the rope, weighing in at 2,564 pounds, in the desert sunset and power enamel trunks, the Agua King! We should be getting the signal from the reef to begin. Do we have a delay? No, we will begin.
Admirable 776 like a kitten, steers like a dream, and works like a horse. Slick as ship, hold the approach, steam guns are good, all fire locking feet, double-throated, multiplying armature, three steers reserve power.
Well, I'm sure you are as breathless as I am, knowing that tractor history has been made here today. But as you can see, it's a standoff. These brutes are wheel to wheel. So it's up to you, the farm implement buying public, to decide just who's going home with that coveted Acre Eater Award.
Mervin's brother Jim farmed property that had a school upon it, so he looked to see. There was a teacher there, and who has gone? Another teacher from the Board of Education. Then it started growing that old log tree. Leonard, Ernie, Eleanor, and Tommy. Now Tommy has a farm along Highway 8. The others are all working hard and following fate. Following fate.
Logs and logs, logs and logs, ready on the job logs, all along the Maitland and the 16th line. And you go out driving there anytime, looking out your window, you too will see that ever-spreading farming log dynasty.
Sure, farming's dangerous. Well, you take a baler, for example, with its rows of rotating steel rakes and heavy cutting knives and a huge plunger arm which shoves the bales up to be loaded on the wagon. I remember in 1969, my Uncle Carmen was haying, and usually his wife drove the tractor. But on this particular day, she had to go into Clinton for some reason or other. So he phoned up to ask if I'd drive for him. Well, I went down, and we were working on the rise on the west side. And the motor was lugging so that you couldn't hear a thing except the tractor. Well, suddenly my uncle shouts at me to stop. Well, I pulled the tractor out of gear and brought back the throttle. My uncle jumped off the wagon and went around by the rakes of the baler. There was a pinging sound in the rakes. A stone or something had got caught in the housing. Well, very carefully, he worked it free with a screwdriver. And he was just coming away from the baler when he noticed some twine caught in the sprocket of the plunger arm. Well, he started to reach for it, just as the tractor started to stall. He shouted at me to speed it up. I brought up the throttle. And the plunger arm came down heavily on the right side of his face. Ah! Caught his eye, his nose, his cheek. I didn't say anything. I just ran back to the farmhouse. He was conscious all the way to London.
People, it's just been wonderful since the accident. The day the accident happened, people I didn't even know brought food and everything. And the people down the road, they're looking after my two smallest children, the 1 and 3-year-old. Well, that's a load off my mind right now. It was a head injury. The machine hit him on the head, and he hasn't regained consciousness yet. They've done x-rays and all, but they can't tell who knows how long it'll be. The farm is such a problem. It's difficult for me to get all the work done. And sometimes I just don't know. You know, my 12-year-old's just been wonderful. He helps with the housework, he milks the cows. This morning he even washed the floor. The day after the accident, you could see about 12 tractors out in that field. They had the whole thing done in a day.
This farm's been in our family a long time. I think it was my grandfather came over from England in the 1860s, bought a lot of 80 acres along the Maitland. Our cousin's making up a book.
There's a picture in there of the old log cabin they built in 1862.
They had to pull the cedars out of the swamp, and without machinery they had to...
I just finished my grade 13, and I've decided, well, I don't want to go to university. I've got a job working with an insurance company in London Life, and I'm sharing an apartment with a couple of friends of mine. You know, I don't know if I'll go back to the farm again or not.
This stone house you're looking at, my grandfather built. Of course, we added the plumbing and electricity.
You wouldn't know the dampness of it now. Not with the way he's fixed it up with wood paneling and all.
Several years ago, I met a boy, and we decided we wanted to get married. But my parents didn't like it, and we fought. And I left home. Living in Toronto now. I haven't been back in almost 2 years.
We've added a lot of land, gone more into livestock than my father did.
I have my own source of income from the chickens.
Of course, what with the price of farm machinery these days, I don't know.
And I mow the lawn.
Still, it would be nice to be able to hand the farm on.
I managed. Yeah, I don't know how to get a scholarship to study English at a university. I'm going to get my degree, and I'm going to be a teacher. I'd like to go up north to teach. I hope my father understands.
The kids these days, they don't want to work hard. They got the television and everything telling them how they can move to the city, make lots of money.
Oh, they'll work, but it's not easy. You just can't hand your farm down to your children. Why, there's taxes to pay, and the
That's
government...
secession taxes. Forms they make you fill out make it very difficult.
I think farming is the best to go for.
Now, let's see what we have here. Oh, yes, a nice picture with a nice handcrafted picture frame. And if you don't like the picture, you can cut it out and put in one of your own. It would look good against anybody's wall. Now, what do you give it to me for? Anybody give me a 5? Okay, how about a 2? Somebody give me 2, how about a 2 now? Somebody give me 2 now, how about a 3? Somebody give me 3, anybody give me 3? How about a 3 now? Somebody give me 2, how about a 4? Somebody give me 4, how about a 4 now? Somebody give me 4, how about a 5? Somebody give me 5, anybody give me 5, how about a 5 now? Somebody give me 5 and a half. 5 going once, twice, sold for 5. Okay, fella, you bought it, take it away.